Unseen It. Unseen Radio. You're listening to Bedge Music Review Corner on Unseen Radio.
Hello, thanks very much for joining us here on the Unseen Radio Review Corner. My name's Bedge and this is Citadel.
Kept from harm, wrapped up safe in daddy's arm. Saw teenage shows on TV, didn't know that was reality. Her head in a book, brain working overtime. She's never told a lie, she's never done crime. She's hoped so far in this world she has managed. Sometimes a sheltered life does the most damage. She still believes in innocence, but it's slipped out of her hold. The world is quickly changed now that she's getting old. She used to do the right thing only cause she was told, and now she's independent and she's got to be bold. Studying now, most of her days, teachers beam down, predicted straight A's. Parents raised her and treated her right. A blink of views cut out her sight. Almost got the grade showing her intelligence, until her friends took the precedence. Peer pressure is a powerful thing, lead you to do almost anything. She still believes in innocence, but it's slipped out of her hold. The world is quickly changing now that she's getting old. She used to do the right thing only cause she was told, and now she's independent and she's got to be bold. What she did, traded brains for popularity. Lost the way, lost all clarity of her dreams, her ambitions, her goals. If only she knew, if only she were told. She still believes in innocence, but it's slipped out of her hold. The world's quickly changing now that she's getting old. She used to do the right thing only cause she was told, and now she's independent and she's gotta be bold. Oh, she still believes in innocence, but it's slipped out of her hold. Words could be changing now that she is getting old. She used to do the right thing only cause she was told, and now she's independent and she's gotta be bold. Because she's independent and she's gotta be bold. Because she's independent and she's gotta be bold.
Ooh, that was Citadel with their song Miss Independent, recording new material as we speak, probably. Please let us know what you think of that. There's YouTube, so there's comments box below. Get in touch, let us know you loved it, hated it, indifferent, whatever. Yeah, below. That's that way. Just so everyone can see on the radio.
Unseen radio. I see you pointing.
Right, we've got 3 guests in today, returning for a second turn. Obviously, she didn't hate it that much last time. It's Hailey Ducker from Via Dolorosa and Hailz Belz and Hailz Music Management. Well, I said it all correctly.
You did. Well done.
We've got Will Rogers.
Hello.
For being Will Rogers.
That's me.
Yeah. And we've got George Boyde from Surfer Rosa.
Hello. You alright?
You're all good. Thanks very much for joining me today, guys and girls. Hailey.
Hi.
What did you think of Citadel?
I really liked it, actually. It's got nice grooves in it. I started out to be like a reggae track, then it went to salsa, and then it turned into some like rocky, maybe a little bit of underlining of metal in it, which was quite cool. The only problem with that, when you do fuse in so many different genres, it can hide the melody a lot, and you'll end up forgetting the song. If it's a same subliminal sort of riff that goes through it, you sort of stick to the same sort of genre as well, it will stick in people's minds. But with this one, I probably won't remember it. Even though I enjoyed it, I probably won't remember it because it goes into so many different areas, which is a good thing and a bad thing at the same time. I also found with his vocals, probably how it's recorded, to be honest, and how it's produced, but I found that his vocals should be a little bit up and a bit more in time. It sounded a bit out a little bit to me, but I was trying to listen into the vocal, what the lyrics are as well, because I'm a bit of a lyricist. So yeah, I was trying to really kind of listen into what he was saying, but the instrumental was sort of smothering it a bit too much for me. But yeah, in all, I did really enjoy it, and I was booging away.
Will?
I like that.
In a way?
Yeah, I like that as well. That was good. I definitely agree about the vocals. Like I love sort of picking out lyrics and finding out sort of what the song's about, and also it's like I could understand them all in the verse, but more the chorus. The music kind of overwhelmed it a bit. It's quite interesting as well because Matt, the front man, I know him from a couple of years ago. I was introduced to him through my sister when he was like drumming for a band called Mutabilis. And it's completely different to anything that they were doing back then or anything he was doing back then. And like that song, I really enjoyed it, but every single time there was one of those sort of transitions into a different style, it took me sort of a second to get it again. So it would sort of be, when the guitar solo came in, I thought, that's a bit strange. And then towards the end of the guitar solo, I thought, actually, that works quite well. And then it was the same again when it kicked in. And I did expect a slightly bigger finish, sort of in the last chorus, but it was good nonetheless. I enjoyed it.
Fantastic. And Mr. Boyde?
Yeah, I thought it was good because I liked the sounds that they was getting, like the key sound, I like that sort of like the sound to that, like it was like Hammond organist, but it was like sort of like slightly twisted as well. Like when the solo was happening, there was a nice sort of like back sound to it, like the guitar solo was cutting through, and then there was this nice like sort of like steady like key sort of sound running through it. I think yeah, it was good. Like I get what you mean with it. It's like it's changing. If it had like the sort of the riff all the way through, then it would be like a bit more memorable as such, because it's like you remember like the parts. I like it when it was going like into the faster, like on more of the upbeat from the verse. So it was a good song.
So you won't remember. Maybe you'll remember sort of 3 different songs.
It's like a mini album in one.
Yeah.
No, I did, like, something must have stuck in my head because I did recognise that from when they played at the Northampton Music Festival, I think in the town square.
All right.
They played then, and I remember that song. I didn't know that I remembered that song, but it rang a bell.
Yeah, it was good. I've heard of the band name before. I've never actually heard them though, so it's good to like hear them. It's completely different to what I thought they would sound like. I think they sound like pretty cool, like scarry, but like. I
get that. Like the name Citadel doesn't exactly
ring scar, does it?
It doesn't.
No.
Well, there's about 20 of them, so
there are a lot.
it's something like that.
Just about fit them all on stage.
Yeah. We'll squeeze in big sound, big band. Going somewhere, maybe?
I reckon they'd be really interesting to watch live. I'd like to see them live and see what they do. Yeah, I think I could imagine it'd be a lot of energy.
I remember I saw them live at the Umbrella Fair once, and they had a competition going for who was the best dancer. I didn't win. My dancing skills weren't up to scratch. But anyway, on to Neighbour now. His name's Adam. He also plays in a band Decibels. And this song is called Super 8.
Smoking cigarettes just to stay outside.
Neighbour there. He's a Kettering-based solo artist here on the Unseen Radio Review Corner. My name's Bedge, and we'll start with Will Rogers this time. What did you think of Neighbour?
Yeah, again, I quite liked that. I got a little bit of a... Well, they're two sort of contrasting bands, but I kind of got a bit of an OK Go feel from some of it, like some of OK Go's slower stuff, and also a little bit of the Smiths sort of came through for me as well. I quite liked it. Some of the lyrics that I did manage to pick out, I did quite like, but that kind of, I don't know if we should call it like a quiet vocal sound, or the sort of almost hushed stuff. It's not stuff that tends to resonate with me that well, but I did like what I heard, yeah. It was good.
It kind of washed over me, to be honest. I quite liked it, but it's more, no offence to him, but it'd be more kind of background music for me. You know, I could expect to hear it on Made in Chelsea or something like that. You know, nothing wrong with that. But I think it's just personal preference. There's nothing wrong with it for me. It just didn't really strike any chords for me. Vocally is good again, but I'm not really a fan of the hushy whisper kind of vocals. I'm more of a metaler myself, or opera, so quite a clash. But
he can always scream on his next track.
Yeah, get him to scream a bit more. I want to hear his vocals a bit better. But yeah, like I said, it didn't really ring. I couldn't really. It won't really catch. It's not really catchy. It's not really a strong melody there for me.
And George,
I quite like that song actually. I sort of get the decibels influence on it, like the start of it, like the drums, like the percussion sound at the start, and then the way it like moves into like the verse and stuff is, yeah, it's pretty cool. I sort of like the vocal lines as well. I get like the hushness about it. I just think that's quite. You don't really hear like that style of vocal line that much. So I think like with the lyrics he was singing on. Smoking cigarettes to say outside, I think that's like quite a cool lyric in there, and it's sort of like it's a song like a night out sort of song, but yeah, it was cool. I liked it. Yeah.
No, I couldn't imagine that on a night out.
Not like maybe not on a dance
on.
floor, but like if you're getting ready sort of thing, you whack that on.
I could like imagine myself sort of listening to that and that kind of similar thing, like if I was in my room like writing or something like that. It'd be quite good to sort of close yourself off from everything else without distracting you too much from what you were doing.
I think it's definitely a grower. I think if you really kind of listen to it a couple of times, it would be something that you'd learn to appreciate.
Well, then let's have it again.
But it's not something that I'll go out of my way to go and watch, to be honest. I think I'll try and check out if there's other material and see if it rings to me, but yeah, I think it'd probably be a bit of a grower on me.
I think, like
I
you
hope
say,
so.
I think it's very like personal preferences.
Yeah, definitely.
There's nothing wrong with it at all.
Yeah,
but
I just found the only thing that I didn't like was it cut off really quickly at the end. Like the guitar just went, "Beep," and was it.
Yeah, it built up like the nice sounds, like the sort of like nice guitar sounds, and then it just sort of like rang out. It could have like gone on.
Yeah, it could have
like
had some
another way at
reverb
the
coming
end,
out and just fade out, but it just went, "Beep," and that was it.
I liked it when it went into like the sort of like open S solo part, and then it like dropped back into it. I thought that was pretty cool. Like the way it was like not slowed down, but like just like it like all percussion wise and bass just backed off, and then like it was just this open guitar sound, and it comes like straight back in with it.
Night outro. I don't know if I'd take my Super 8 camera if I had a Super 8 camera on a night out. But you never know. The artwork to that actually is pretty cool as well.
A cat.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'll have to check it out.
I have to take your word for that one.
Right, third and final track of the evening. It's over so soon. Almost. This is Leo Boyle. The song is called Take a Long Walk in the Park, and it was written in March 1997, which means it's older than me. Vintage. It's an antique.
When did you say? When did you say?
March 1997.
That's not vintage. Don't make me feel old. That makes me an antique.
No.
So let's have it. Leo Boyle, Take a Long Walk in the Park, Unseen Radio Review Corner. Let us know what you think of this.
It's chilly today with the rain and the drizzle, like our relationship, which sadly has begun to fizzle. We need time to think things out. We need time to cool our minds and remove all doubt that our love is on the rocks. Can we stop the This world is so lonely, filled with empty hearts, like cogs in a soulless machine. It stops and starts. We need time to come to terms with what neither of us confirms, that our love is in deep water. Can we stop this amorous slaughter? Take a long walk in the park, try to divert all the hurt. In the fog you shall unclog every strained emotion like a potion. As I continue to stroll, the playing infants run past. A parental yearning grows, but am I built to last? We need time to sort things through. We got confused, didn't know what to do about our love that is kept on hold as the climate remains cold. Take a long walk in the park, try to divert all the hurt. In the fog you shall unclog every strained emotion like a potion. Take a long walk.
That's Leo Boyle with his song Take a Long Walk in the Park on the Unseen Radio Review Corner. Thank you to my three guests. We've got George Boyde, we've got Will Rogers, we've got Hailey Ducker. And George, we haven't gone to you first, so here's your chance.
From the beginning of that, I sort of like the sound of the like the bassy guitar riff. It came in, piano was good, and then yeah, it was interesting. I liked the lyrics on it. It was like
Fog, you shall unclog.
yeah, not just that. It was like a hurt love song.
Yeah,
was
did it resonate?
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it resonated. Yeah, there was.
Were you feeling the hurt too?
Yeah, I wanted a long walk in the park to unclog my fog. No, but no, like I thought like yeah, it was good. I liked the actual like musically behind it. The piano was like a nice sort of like all the way through. It was like very in some ways like calming. His vocals was interesting, but no, it was good. It was yeah.
Right, Hailey.
Yeah, it was very interesting. No, I actually did like the song. The song musically was fantastic. Brilliant bass riffs in it. The piano was fantastic as well, and the melody was nice as well. But I couldn't stop laughing. I'm still trying to compose myself. It's just the lyrics were interesting. I did like, but he's a great songwriter. I just think he might need some. As every vocalist, they do need to improve on their vocals, no matter what, and I think it will help him to get some vocal training. I'm not trying to be rude to him, but yeah, I mean, it's quite theatrical as well, how he pronounced some words like fug. He really was trying to pronounce that G at the end, fug.
Okay, and Will?
I agree with my comrades here. I was going to use the word interesting as well, but I was going to give it more of an interesting kind of vibe to it. Like you say, the bass at the beginning kind of set me up for something that then didn't sort of continue. Like it sounded like just from the very beginning as if it was going to be a slightly different kind of song to it. And there wasn't too much in the way of sort of ups and downs in it. It didn't necessarily suck me in to the song. Lyrics were quite good in that it's stuff that you don't necessarily hear all that often. Some of the rhymes weren't the most obvious thing or the cliched thing, like was it amorous slaughter? I think I've not heard that in a song before.
No.
That was interesting.
Unique.
Yeah, yeah. It was good.
He has got really interesting vocals.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not the strongest of vocals, but like I said, if he had some more training and was a little bit stronger with his vocal skills, he'd be a really interesting artist. A bit Bowie-esque, but a little bit more flamboyant and theatrical. I don't know if you can get
yeah.
more flamboyant and theatrical as Bowie, but
I'd like to see if there was like a performance that goes along with that. Because it could
Some
kind
interpretive dance.
Yeah, I can
quite
imagine
add
cakes and
to it.
glitter or something like
Yeah,
that.
like whether it be him like in front of a piano or like sort of really going for it, or
Unplugging.
I'd be
some
interested
fog.
to see. Yeah, with smoke machines
With
and all
fog machines
sorts.
behind
yeah.
him and all lit up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I get what you mean with the Bowie-esque in there as well. It was like he was trying to get that sort of Bowie-esque sort of sound out of himself.
Yeah, well, that was, almost 17 years ago, as I said. There we
I'd
go.
like to see how he's improved from there, from now, what his music's like now.
Yeah, I thought it was something that had been sort of recorded recently, but
Yeah,
maybe
written a while
maybe
ago.
it was it just said written in March.
Either that, or you've got like a really long backlog of music you're having to get through, starting in 1997.
Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, it's with time and practice and skill will get better and hopefully it's a very interesting song, very diverse, and even though it was sort of it didn't really go anywhere, it sort of stayed in that same kind of riff and the same sort of melody. It still kind of drawed you in. So it'll be interesting to hear some of his newer stuff. Yeah, it's nice to hear lyrics that aren't, generic. I love you, you're the only one I want. No. This is completely different to what's out there at the moment. So
definitely,
keep it up,
his
mate.
lyrics sort of like told a good sort of like story as well. Not so much like from a start to finish story, but it's like expressing emotions.
I suppose to that end as well, like I know I mentioned that there weren't that many ups and downs in it, but if there had been, it might have sort of detracted a little bit from the story aspect of it. Like you focused more on the melody than the lyrics if it had been doing that.
Definitely focusing on the lyrics.
Yeah.
Like more so than like the music behind it. Like the music like grabs you from the beginning and it's like sort of like keeps that nice feel through it.
it's definitely more of a poem, and it's poetic more than an actual song to me. Even though the music was fantastic, I was just more drawn in what he's actually saying, which is perfect for any song for me.
Almost sounds like it could be part of like a stage show or a musical or something.
Yeah.
Like a slow number in the middle when there's like the main character's broken up with his girlfriend or something.
Yeah. And he's taking a walk in the park.
Yeah,
In the fog.
a long walk in the park.
Yeah, that's right.
Not just a brisk stroll.
Yeah, a brisk stroll down the beach.
That's the B-side. So, well, thank you very much to our three guests. We've had George Boyde from
Thanks,
Surfer
Alex.
Rosa.
Cheers.
Will Rogers, what are you up to? Not at this specific moment.
Yeah, they're currently sitting here.
I'm not saying that in an accusing way. Will, what are you up to?
I'm only having a drink. I am in the process of recording my second EP at the minute. I did a lot of gigs last year, but I haven't got that much coming up in the next couple of months because I want to really concentrate on sort of two projects, one being the EP, which I'm working on with some friends in a secret location in Great Brington, and the other being a little side project called Guerrilla Acoustic, where we're trying to get, there's like a core of three of us, and we're going to public places, filming and recording live acoustic sessions, and trying to get more people in on it and have it as like an impromptu collaboration kind of thing. So we're working on doing that at the moment.
So,
Sounding good so far.
and Hailey from
Hi.
the unpronounceable Via Dolorosa, and also Hailz, Belz and Hailz Music Management.
Yeah, Hailz Belz is a new project that I'm doing. Via Dolorosa is sort of taking a sidestep at the moment because half my band are having babies. How selfish of them. I'm only joking, I love them to bits. But yeah, so they're busy being daddies at the moment, so we're just on paternity leave, shall we say, for a while. Hopefully start some more gigs this year. Hailz Music is my band management, so that's still going well. And so Hailz Belz is a new thing. I've just started up a new YouTube channel. It corresponds with my solo stuff as well as modelling side of things as well. And what I do on it, I have requests on Wednesdays. Request Wednesdays, people send in requests for covers of any song. So I do an acoustic cover for any song from James Blunt.
You look thrilled.
I'm looking forward to that one. To Passenger and like some metal stuff as well. So yeah, it's a bit of a clash of stuff. And on Mondays I do my own music, so I upload new tracks every Monday. And Fridays are challenges that people set me, so they're quite fun. Yeah, and embarrassing. There's one I did the other day, which was the 5-minute no mirror makeover drunk challenge. Clues in the title. Worth looking.
What's your channel called?
Hailz Belz, spelled HAILZ, BELZ. So check it out, please. I need subscribers.
I will. Next Wednesday, I think I'll go on and request that you do an acoustic cover of Long Walk in the Park.
That'll be interesting. Yeah, I'll try.
Fantastic. Well, thanks everyone for joining us here at the Unseen Radio Review Corner. Come back next week. Let us know what you thought of all the songs that we played tonight and everything else that's going on. Let us know what you're doing, what you're up to. And join me next week. I've been Bedge. This has been the Review Corner. Over and out.
What were the names?
Citadel was that
Citadel.
starry one.
I like that one. I think that was my favourite. I'll give that 8.
Okay.
What was the middle
Neighbour.
one? Neighbour. That was the. Yeah, I'll give that a 6.
Okay.
And the weird one.
Yeah.
I'll give that a 6 as well. No, I'll give the second one a 7 and then the last one a 6. There you go. Boom.
Fantastic. We'll splice that in seamlessly.
Yeah. That could be edited.